Are you teaching math all wrong? Probably not. But I may have a better way for you to teach your preschooler some math skills. Hello, homeschool friends. So today I wanted to show you a super quick and easy way to introduce your preschoolers to math and numeracy and all those skills they need within the whole subject of mathematics. So we are going to talk about something called subitizing. It's a super fancy term, and all it means is being able to recognize a group of dots when you see them, how many there are, without taking the time to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what subitizing is. And as adults, we do it pretty naturally because we've had so much practice. But our preschoolers and even some kindergartners, it depends on the age, even some of our struggling learners won't be able to do what's called subitizing. They won't be able to just look at the number of dots and figure it out. Sometimes they can if it's an easier one, or maybe if they've seen it a lot, they'll be able to do it, but not all the time. So I think the best way, one of the best ways to teach mathematical skills is by using dice. What better way to use dice than in a game? So I want to show you guys a game that you can use with your toddlers, your preschoolers, your kindergartners today that teaches them lots of different number skills, and I will let you know all the different things that they are learning within these number skills. And this is a free game that you can download, you can print out, and you can play with basically no prep. You need 2 dice and you need some sort of marker, and you need to be able to print it out. So, and actually you don't really need to be able to print it out. You can make your own dice run that just has the numbers 1 through 10. That's all you need. I made this printable. You can get that at our website, homeschoolwithlittles.com. And so let me talk about what this game is and how to play it. So I like to, anytime I have these printable games, I like to put them on a cookie sheet. This cookie sheet I got from the dollar store, and so it's magnetic. Not all cookie sheets are magnetic though, so make sure you get a magnetic one if you want to do this. And all we have are just some little magnets here, the little ball magnets. But you can also use like your favorite pawn from a game, or just anything to mark your spot in the game. So you start at number 1, and so while your children are playing this game, they're learning to recognize all their numbers from 1 to 10. They're also learning number order, that the numbers work in this order from 1 to 10. Now in order to play this game, you start at number 1, you roll the dice, and all you have to do is get your dice to be the next number on the paper. So I got 2 5s, that doesn't help. So let's see, now I got a 1. Well, that still doesn't help. So you can either get the next number by rolling the dice and adding them. So there are some super easy addition skills. Or you can move to the next number by getting that on 1 die. So I can move to 2 because I roll a 2. That is literally how the game is played. So then the next person would go and they'd be trying to get a 2. Then the next person would go, let's say they got a 3. Then the next person went, they still haven't gotten their 1. Then the next person goes, they get their 4. So you can see how that works. And you're just taking turns. There's another thing that pretty much all games teach little kids is how to take turns, how to give the other person the dice, how to be patient while that person is taking a turn. This is a super short game, which is another thing that I always look for in games. Your toddlers don't have, even your preschoolers and kindergartners, they don't have a super long attention span. And honestly, I don't have a super long attention span apparently either. So I can only play these games for so long. So if your preschooler wants to play several rounds, there you have a longer game. Then when the game is over, it also teaches them to be a gracious winner or a good loser. So all you have to do to win the game is to get to the end. Now this was super fun to play with my preschooler because he was super fast. Man, that was fun. He was just really super fast at recognizing the numbers, and if I told him that he needed a 3 and a 7, or a 4 and a 4 to get an 8, or a 5 and a 1 to get a 6, if I told him that, He just remembered it, so they're learning a little bit of memorization there, and he understood it really well. Now, when I played it with my older son, who is 6, he actually struggled, and he was counting the numbers. So, and I know that about him. I know that he struggles with that visual recognition of things. So this is a great game for him to start learning and being able to use those subitizing skills. So those skills are so important because that's part of something they need when they are learning to read as well. So don't think that just because this is a math game, it's not preparing them for reading. Another great game that I love is Pizza Party. And this, you can see the dice on it have little like pizza toppings, and all the cards have toppings that you have to get. So this pizza only needs 3 toppings, and so you roll all the dice until you get these 3 toppings, and you just place them on the card one by one. You can roll as many times as you want. So this is one of those games where you don't have to take turns. You're actually rolling as fast as you can. And that, just rolling the dice, is good hand-eye coordination and manipulation of manipulatives. So those kids that really like doing, or those kids that aren't as visual but they really like the doing, these games are really great for them. So I will link this game down below if you're interested in checking it out. We've had a lot of fun with it. It's only for 2 players, so if you do want to play with more than 2 players, you just have to get more games, which we haven't done yet. We just have the one. So remember, you can print this out at our website, homeschoolwithlittles.com, and let me know if you play this game and how you like it. And remember, homeschooling is about more than just book learning.